Hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the international scrims where multiple countries are here to challenge our Indian teams. Today we have the team all the way from Indonesia. It's going to be Team Jawhead. They are onto the blue side as of now, and onto the red side we have Team Eternity Esports, one of our own team. And yes, you guys have seen them in multiple tournaments. Here we are. It's going to be a best of three. These players are all up for a challenge. This is Peachy, your caster, and I will be joined by Kay today. Hello, Kay. How are you doing?
Good evening, PG. I'm doing absolutely fine, and it's very fun to watch the international screams. It's gonna be Jawhead between Jawhead and Eternity Esports. Like I don't know much about Jawhead, but then again, Eternity Esports they are our own. Like I know Nico screams that signature Selena pick. Do you
Yeah.
think they're gonna go for it?
Highly possible, since this is a best of three, they can go for the first match. But let me tell you, Team Joer, all the way from Indonesia, have challenged Team Eternity Esports. And, Eternity Esports, they don't have the usual lineup up, but the player one that you see is also all the way from Indonesia. So again, he's going to be the jungler for the side of Team Eternity Esports for the first and possibly the third match. I am curious to know what kind of a team composition that they will be bringing around, given the fact that both the teams are really up with their team, all these strategies, because the meta is changing. And look at that, the chip ban, it really speaks for itself.
So as you said, absolutely peachy. Because like you don't know the meta that is working in Indonesia, and I believe that there are like different meta heroes working out, but there are gonna be some heroes that are that will be on the ban list permanently, like that Fanny. Like in most of the Impel matches, they're gonna ban Fanny as first. Like that hero is rarely open. So, I mean, it's
True.
fine perfectly. And then Chip, talking about Chip with that portal is gonna do a lot of trouble for Eternity Esports. So so for Team Jawhead, so taking it out, it's a good plan, I guess.
Agreed. And talking about the player one, Awachi Chow, he is all the way from MDL Philippines. From Minerva Esports, I am, curious how they have set their synergy in. But as of now, moving very fast with the bands, we are looking at Carmen picking up the Kimmy. Now, understandable. That is one of the hero that's just having a very good win rate onto the mid lane. So why not pick it up? But at the same time, it is kind of easy to overwhelm the Kimmy with the constant burst. Something like a Eudora or even a Selena can do the trick, but let's see if they do pick it up or not. Okay, looks like they wants to go ahead with the Joy. Understandable, fast-paced early game capture. But one thing about like few recent days I've been seeing in the matches as well, the neutral objectives such as the turtle and the lord, like especially the first lord I'm talking about, it's not much prioritized. Rather than stopping the farm, that's kind of a gameplay that teams are going ahead. But our team Eternity Esports up with that kind of a team gameplay. What do you think about that game?
Absolutely, Peachy. And talking about the jungler from Minerva Esports, Wachi Chow is gonna lock in that joy. Like first pick, locking a jungler, it kind of shows that he is pretty confident on that hero. And as for Team Jawhead, we can see Badang counter. I kind of think Phoveus counters Badang with those ults and that shield from his passive. But then again, they have gone with the Hayabusa pick as well, the assassin that is dominating the land of dawns as of now. And for Team Eternity Esports, they're gonna lock in that Granger. They need that high damage with the early game potential. Like, look at Team Eternity Esports. They've got a lot of early game heroes. Look at Granger, Badang, and Joy. They're gonna be very, painful for Team Jawhead.
I do agree with you. And on top of that, I feel like the Barang may be a pick just to, not give it out to the other side, to the side of Team Jawhead. One thing about Jawhead can limit the mobility of the joy, so it's just better to just capitalize it for yourself. But as of now, back again to the banning phase, Irithel picked off for TED
Ooh.
7 especially. But those tanky EXPs, they are expecting the Jawhead on the roam. That means quite a few possibilities still open. Will the CC be banned? Now again, from the side of Team Jawhead, maybe or maybe not, but again, there's a possibility of a cutout cuts are still being open for the side of Team Eternity Esports.
I mean, absolutely. Talking about CC getting picked or banned, I guess it's gonna happen, but it might not happen as well because CC is kind of falling down in this meta, and both of the team don't will never want to give that first game to the opposite team. So we yet have to watch out. But I think it's gonna be a Katot Kasha ban on that roam position for now. But okay, Hylos comes in, the horse is gonna lay the red carpet and it is gonna march down, so they need to take him out.
Sir, now high loss understandable, especially the Novaria as well. Novaria, she's just having a very good win rate into the mid lane, so that's quite understandable. But at the same time, back again to the picking phase, what are we expecting, Kay?
You know, I will always want the Selena in the hands of Nico's Queen. But then again, I guess it's gonna be Zushin who's gonna be stealing away the Selena's glory away. I really want to see a Selena in there.
But Neko's Queen. He
Yeah.
is also known to play those Vexana or even the Zushin as well. Recent times his Zushin has been up whenever it's open, but they are
Ooh.
not going in for it. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Could have been such a good pick here. I mean, kind of, it's there because Hayabusa can overwhelm, can reach to the back lanes, dealing damage with his ultimate onto the squishy back lines. But at the same time, let's not forget that the Katutkacha will be dropping in with the sets as well. So that's like, on top, the CC is going to be there, the damage is going to be there, but Floby though, I like that Moscow pick. I am really digging that Moscow pick given the fact that it just opens up the map a lot. One thing about Jawhead, you have the map in your hands, can push it out whenever you want, but at the same time, you need to be very well aware. Team Jawhead, I'm pretty sure they are no less for that, but let's see. This game is on. Looks like we got a final pick as well. Hilda, interesting pick, but it's something going to be into the front lines, just soaking up damage. Maybe a little bit of a fury hammer can really help Dark to get his damage going, but we knowing Dark, he's going on the exp lane.
Yes, sir, absolutely. But I kind of think they picked that Hilda for that Hayabusa because Hilda is quite a counter for all the assassins out there. She is
So
chunky, she deals a lot of damage, and she is mobile. Like, she can match the speed of any assassin. But then again, we are talking about Hayabusa. It's gonna be the quad shadow coming in right at the very moment Hilda is gonna trying to be killing him. So we really have to watch out. But as far this draft goes, I kind of prefer, Team Jawhead's draft a bit better, but then again, we are back again in the land of dawn. It's gonna be Team Jawhead versus Eternity Esports, and it's your boy K and Peachy with me today on the caster's desk. We're gonna be walking you through this game.
let's go first game. Team Jawhead all the way from Indonesia versus Team Eternity Esports all the way from India. Look at them overwhelming into the mid lanes as soon as possible. Now, understandable, they have come in onto that Kimi who can deal that chip damage. And also, don't forget, guys, to follow Moba 5v5 Esports India. It's on Instagram. Do join the Discord. There's going to be a shit tons of HP coming, updates coming in. But into the middle lane, the first blood already being done. Vexana, though, that is not a good pick.
Yes, sir. Team Joy is currently leading the pack, taking that kill onto that Vexana in the early game is quite good for them as they want to capitalize that goal lead onto that mid lane. And, like, I love the fact how Kimi is not letting Vexana even come near the minions.
True, no, even though the Kimi doesn't have the damage that you're talking about, still can overwhelm. But okay, I do see, the Joy with the electrifying beast. That is just a one for one death coming in. But Ayabusa, though, in a very low position, that would be the Padang who takes it away. Now, it's kind of interesting to see how both the teams are fighting for that snowball and the kills going down into the hands of the Joy definitely is going to give a very good boost, but no way Moscow would be the next team. Authority Esports with a perfect snowball rolling into their hands. Look at them.
Yes, sir. And talking about, Wachi Chow, she is doing a really good job on the Joy, like going in the early game and taking the kill onto that jungler is going to prove them beneficial in the long run. But then again, the first turtle is up, and we are currently witnessing a fight in the mid lane, okay?
That's true. That's true. Mines will be the first one to be taken down. He would be the one dealing damage, and nope, he won't be taken down. I mean, he was the one taking people down. But wait a minute, look at them. Mines in a little bit of a dicey position, thus gets the knock up on, so that he would be having an easy flicker out. Survives, but is a spike though. He is there into the river area, but Dark zoning it out. He's not just not allowing them near the turtle. Interesting to
Okay.
see. But wait a minute. SOD place comes in. Flowey thus gets that kill, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. But okay, into the mid lane once again, I do see a little bit of a set from the Barang as well as Neko's Queen. Understandable, they want to get their damage going on, but can we look at the items? Is Neko Queen going in for that glowing wand as the first item? Yep, that's true. Glowing wand for her, and Moscow little bit threading towards his own items as well. The goal difference between the grains as well, the Moscow doesn't looks very a lot, but I believe grains with the Hunter Strike does gets it on. But okay, Eternal Guard on to Mines this time. He's still giving a damage from the Infernal Pursue, unable to do so, will be falling down into the mid lane. That is Joy trying to get up stacks on his hands, unable to catch Kimi, would be going back.
Absolutely, Peachy. And, I'm kind of thinking of Floby's neat move right there onto the Granger. And talking about mines, he's kind of, overextending at this moment. I mean, the cut wasn't really necessary and he went for it and he had to pay the price for it. But then again, we are talking about a MOBA game. Anything can happen anytime. Okay. Joy is kind of going into that bot lane. They all eyes on Floby, though. They just want to take him down. I kind of feel Floby is a real threat for them.
Joed, look at that. That would be Rizia going down. That solo checking bush is just not for this Gatot Kacha. Gatot Kacha is kind of a hero that really loves to play onto the backlines. That AOG should be there. But this time around, Team Jawhead, it's just not coming in. But let's see what is it going to be. Minds though getting zoned out. There's a little bit of an immobilization coming in for the side of Team Eternity Esports. AOG dropping in, not connect very well. But Neko's Queen with the Eternal card, Carmen would be the one taking down the Joy, positioning himself so perfectly that he would be the one taking kills. Now at the same time, Team Joy are all ready for the
Okay.
turtle. Okay, Joy with a flicker damage, but Ted 7 though onto the back lines, unable to do so. There's Carmen still dealing damage onto him. He has to go back. He is taking in so much
For
damage. Hey, 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 and the SOD perfect for this Floby though. He is on a flow state today.
yes, sir. So these are just interesting as like the first step that neat kill onto the Granger, and again, once again with that SOD play. But then again, in the mid lane, something's going on. Gatot Kasha takes down Dark. I kind of think, like Gatot Kasha and Phobius are sustaining a lot. Like you have Before that fight, like Vexana used ult, but then again, both of them survived, and two members from Team Eternity were dead.
Queen will be taken down. Carmen picks up the Sky Piercer with that kill. It is just this little bit of a gold onto their hands, but as of now, we do see a little bit of a EXP difference between the Tet 7 as well as Flowbee. So that's going to be a problem given the fact that the two kills, two deaths on that. Oh, but wait a minute, Dark does gets a taste of the SOD, but Rizia trying to catch off people unable to do so, but at the same time SOD is there. When is it going to be?
Riz, you're trying to riz up, Kimmy with that revitalize, but he's dealing a lot of damage. He's sustaining a lot, so I don't really see. But then again, we're gonna talking about a spike under that Hayabusa, like that ult right there, Dark being completely giving out them the map, the vision that they need, and taking down Hayabusa, like leaving him at a slither of HP. That really matters a lot.
True, that's true. Look at that. You know, talking about the kills, it is into the hands of Team Jawhead, which is a good sign. That's mostly into the hands of Carmen as well as Flowbee. I am talking about how they do have a very good KDA, but as of now, the pressure is on for the side of Team Eternity Esports. This is where the 8-minute buff that Team Jawhead will be getting with the with the Hayabusa, with the AOG. I was talking about how the AOGs were not coming in, but as we talk about, it is just on point. But at the same time, Team Eternity Esports not ready for a fight. Look at them; they're just like moving around, fighting for that one last turtle. Wait a minute, Jawhead jumps in and Wachika Chow with a perfect retribution steals it away, looking quite good. But Dark, though, he's trying to chase someone at the same
Gets
time and
that.
does get the Hayabusa, moves away safely, and they are just. Oh, wait a minute, SOD does hits in, and you're talking about Carmen getting a kill.
Damn, I am kind of being impressed by SODs coming from Flowbee. Like, three of the SODs were on point and three kills onto him. Sorry, it's going to be two kills and one assist. But then again, he's really doing a good job, like traveling from bottom lane to top lane. I kind of like the fact that Badang tried to provide vision, but then again got taken out. Okay, in the bot lane.
Look at that, look at that. Now Tet 7 trying to get a split push on, which is interesting to see. I wanted to see a little.
Hayabusa, because there is a Hilda, there is a Batang, there is a Granger, or there is, Neko Screams ult. So he really can't ult in the right movement.
True, that's true. Now, Team Eternity East was trying to equal out the gold with them, given the fact that the Lord is up. Now, the Lord moment, though, if Wachito can actually come in, sweep it away, it's going to be a problem for the side of Team Jawhead. I want to see that interesting challenge coming up, but at the same time, Team Eternity Esports, they are very threatened by this Carmen. The Kimi, though, look at the Kimi positioning himself so perfectly. He's just delivering damage, on point. But Kimi, though, that's the Joy. Joy is not interested at the Lord. They just want to leave it away while Ace Spy can picks it up. But Dark, though, makes a engage in Uigi Shadow kill onto him, and Ghost Queen were moving away with a flick of Lobby at the back lane, and in the front lane there is Carmen dealing damage. That's just double dhamaka coming in. Floby will be shut down though.
Yes, sir. As you said, like Floby really tried a lot, and then again, Carmen taking that killer onto Nico's Queen will be taking down the second last member from Team Eternity Esports, and things are kind of not looking good for them. Granger, he's the only one left that can defend, but then again, how long it will last? Like Eternity Esports gonna come, but then again, if we look at Team Jawhead's positioning and stuff, like Fovius and Godot are really doing a good job, in securing the places, but then again, the top.
Okay, okay. Looks like Joy would be taken out. Now, Team Eternity Esports are facing the pressure of the minions as well as the Lord coming in. They have to get it a clear on while the holy passive still remaining. Now, let's see if they will be able to get a very good clearance or not. But at the same time, the minion pressure, though, I really like it how they managed to at least get the bot and the top lane. But okay, that's just a little bit of damage from the Lord versus a Lord moment.
Yes, sir, Nico's scheme escaping with a slither of HP. But then again, talking about that, the tower shield that helped them clear the Lord so fast and the Vexana's passive. I mean, Madara just vanished in seconds. So we really have to watch out. But again, the pressure is still on. Okay, AOG connecting onto none.
Okay, okay. Godlike picked up by Carmen. Dark would be taken down. That means one less frontliner for the side of Team Eternity Esports. The minions are dropping in. You're talking about Floby, who has the damage on, thus gets it on to the Echo's Queen. Look at that perfect setup from this Barang. Floby will be shut down and mines will be rendered low as well. But Team Jawhead did win up the trade despite losing two members. Why, you ask me? It's just because they took the three inhibitors on their hands.
Sir, look at Carmen, the one that Kimmy, like, she is absolutely doing a fantastic job. Look at her, you know, 815 KDA, and Team Joy is currently leading the goal by 5K. But talking about watch each other, like, the retributions are on point. So, like, if any Lord fight happens, I'm sure, like, Gatot Kasha and Phobius will gonna be trying to zone out them, but then again, he just slips through anyways. So really, they really have to watch out for him.
True. Now, again, second lot coming in, and Wachita would be taken out. What a brutal moment right there. The 1v1 against the junglers, and this Hayabusa comes up victorious. Easy lot for the side of Team Jawhead. They can zone Dark out, they can zone the. Barang out as well. They are doing the same. Look at that. I don't have to even mention it. But the inhibitors are gone, so that is a problem. Why? The bigger minions are moving in and the lane pressure is just very very up. You just saw how the Hayabusa made sure to clear the top lane and then move towards the bot for the Lord. But look at that, Carmen also, he knows he cannot give out his position. He's all alone, so he'll just kind of play it safe.
Yes, sir. I mean, talking about the pressure, it's still gonna be on. I mean, look at Floby though. Like the damage coming him from is insane, and their SODs are just perfect, But have you noticed that A Spike's first kill was Wachicha? Like the jungler was a jungler 1v1. Like now you can't even say like Wachicha is better though. Okay, Lord marching down the mid lane.
Let's see, AOT drops in, doesn't make such an impact, but Neko's Queen does picks it up. But at the same time, the Lords is just going to mark down the base. The minions are pouring in, calm and dealing so much damage. The Sky Piercer just hits right on point. The Floby thus jumps in. Looks like Wachita would be taken down. Legendary picked up the base, will be taken down. What a game for the side of Team Jawhead. Who wins the first match?
Yes, sir. The game was pretty nice. I mean, both of the teams had equal efforts, but somehow Team Jawhead were a bit better on the first game, and they've got the first win. And this is gonna be a mental pressure onto the Eternity Esports because if they lose one more, they're just done for.
Of three series, definitely. Now Team Jawhead are definitely on that bridge where it is a Seedha bridge for them if they win another match. But if they don't, they have to challenge again Eternity Esports to the third match. But as of now, look at the stats though. Both of the teams, the draft was point on, but Floby though with the picking up the Crumbs, I really like it how he just did that. So that is how you had go good with the Moscow. Are you guys actually enjoying the match? So if yes, do hit the share button. Do like the stream. Do come up and do let us know which team are you supporting. Is it going to be Team Jawhead all the way from Indonesia, or Team Eternity Esports from our own country? With that, this was the first game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. No, I'm with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, 'cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling? It touch me, are you in it? Don't say what you're seeing, untypical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. 'Cause I know what you don't. It is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and live. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching the Moba 5v5 Esports India, who are hosting the international scrim. Once again, it's going to be Team Indonesia versus Team India, aka Team Jawhead versus Team Eternity Esports. I am curious to know if Team Jawhead picks it up in a clean sweep or not, but at the same time, it is the pressure going on into the hands of Team Eternity. Look at them. Now onto the blue side, they will be having their jungler back with them. So I think the synergy part might work well them. Last game the synergy was there, but again, I there was like few times where the tank couldn't give a good path for the joy head to the joy to just give in. But here we go, the meta bans, you're talking about the respect bans are on. Okay, how are you feeling about the game?
I'm kind of excited after the first match, like how it ended and how it went as well. But talking about Team Eternity Esports jungler is back. I mean, Wachicho was a fine jungler with those, sneaky retributions. But then again, we all know ASAP Kaylee, like how strong he is onto that jungle lane. So, and this time it's going to be the regular 5 men. So I guess the synergy will be there. But then again, talking about all the bans. It's gonna be the same bands as usual, the Chip band, the Badang band, and the Healer. The Healer, Florian, I mean, she is currently, leading the Land of Dawn with those heals, and as well as the Matilda. How can I forget them? But then again, it's going to be the first pick for Team Eternity Esports. What do you think they're going to prioritize?
Interesting. This time around, I think the Garuda might be open once again, but Kimmy though, Kimmy should be prioritized. Kimmy is still open. You just saw how Carmen was taking legendaries on legendaries, which I really, really liked. The positioning really mattered right there. So, good game though. Will Team Eternity Esports pick it up or not? Or they want to go in something like a Lucas, which is also somewhere, ASAP Kyle does plays.
I mean, Harriet's first pick onto the goal lane is a bold move, if I had to say, because you never know what is Floby gonna pick. Is it gonna be Ranger? Is it gonna be Moscow? It might be Irrital as well. But then again, we know that Harriet kind of counters Irrital and Ranger. But then again, on first pick, I kind of think, I mean, it's not quite the pick for me. But then again, Carmen is back again with that Kimmy, and this time it's gonna be a Basha onto that home position.
Interesting. Bakshia though, Bakshia flex pick EXP or Rome. I want to see that onto the Rome rather than the EXP, given the fact that it can, hinder Ted Seven's movement and mobility a lot. But at the same time, Nico's Queen picking up with his, you know, the hidden card.
Yeah.
Oh, they did not go in for that. He was just
I
a
I mean, I kind of not good. I'm kind of expecting a Selena coming in from Nico's Kim, but I guess this won't be the case here. But it will be ASAP Kaylee onto that green, X-Borg. You know, like how X-Borg counters the tanky heroes, it's going to be Basha. But I guess they kind of thought that he will go onto the jungle, but then again, it is a flex pick. I mean, you really can't say it can be a EXP, it can be a roamer, it can be a jungler, as you said. But it's going to be Phovius from the side of Eternity Esports coming out this time, and it's gonna be Floby with a Granger. I know, like after seeing that Moscow onto him, I kind of am interested in seeing the Granger onto him as well, like in front of a Harriet special.
true. The Irithel Granger as well as the Harrod, they just are in a circle. You pick one, you're
Love
gonna get
triangle.
picked. Yeah, yeah, that something like kind of like that only. Like you pick one, the other's going to come up anyhow, and the one would be getting banned. Last game we did see how Iritel got banned, but this time around, I'm not sure if they will be banning or not. But in loving the Faramis pick, that really kind of shows that they might go in for the glue, pushing this but Bakshia onto the Rome. Highly possible. Team Eternity Esports catching on that perfectly on time. I really love that. I really love that. Given the fact that, they are expecting the Bakshia to be the Rome and they picked up a Xbox for that reason.
Like I'm kind of in question about like I guess Hayabusa has a respect ban for Team Jawhead, and then again E-Spike really didn't, shine out in the first game, but then again his Hayabusa is good, to be honest. Like he was dealing a lot. It was just that Dark was completely pressuring on him. But for Team Jawhead, it's gonna be a chow onto that EXP or room. What is that? What do you think?
Come on, man. You guys have a team named Jawhead. Please, one game Jawhead. I
Let's
do
go.
want to see that incoming, but they went in for a different kind of a one-man pickup.
I
Chow on to that Rome. I feel like this is a Chow Rome possibly. Just want to make sure that the EXP lanes will be just cleared off as soon as possible and moving in. But Nico's Queen with the range. And we do see a Joy coming in. That's going to be a problem. But Lolita out. It just feels so haywire to me. How where did the Lolita came in? Good pick, but it can deflect. The bullets coming in from Granger. It can give out a good amount of support, but you're talking about this tank being a tank Lolita. Interesting enough, and yep, as expected, Chow onto the roam.
Yes, sir, absolutely. As you said, but Nekosh came onto the far side. It's kind of interesting, like he's the one who plays Selena, and with that blind and famous lady, he's going to deal a lot of damage. But then again, talking about draft, I'm kind of preferring Team Jawhead's draft once more because all of the good heroes are there, man. All the meta heroes. I'm kind of in favor of meta every time. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again into the land of Dawn. It's going to be game number 2 between Team Eternity Esports from India and Team Jawhead from Indonesia. And it's going to be your boy K and Pichu with me. We're going to be walking you through this game, and let's see how this goes.
Let's go. Game number two, Jawhead or not, or Eternity or not. Now, talking about the early game spike, it's definitely into the hands of Team Jawhead. The Joy, Carmen, look at that. Carmen's just not going to be aggressive. He knows that he has to make the play a little bit safer this time. And yep, Baksha absolutely dominating Dark as expected. We'll be getting a little bit of a freeze so that Dark won't be rotating very quickly. But yep, this is what I was talking about. Deflection is really a good thing coming here. It's just going to stop a lot of skills coming in from the Kimmy as well as this Granger as well. Interesting to see how it's just going to bite them back.
I mean, definitely Lolita onto the opposition of a Granger and Kimmy is going to be a nightmare for those two. But then again, we're talking about Jawhead. The plays is going to be insane. Like, I mean, the micro plays coming in from them are really so good. Like last time we saw how they went in with that chunky lineup, and this time it's not the same. But then again, it's a Basha against the Phobias. I mean, Basha really counters the Phobias.
That's a stun coming in from Carmen with a shield from this Lolita trying to deflect as much as possible. You're talking about the turtle being spawned as of now. 5 seconds left for it, but Jawhead is already all to the level 4, just a little bit of way. You're teeny tiny, but yep, they got that. Jawhead, uh, Team Jawhead do get their level 4 very, very quickly, and as well as the roly poly coming in for Neko's Queen. This Bakshia will be stunned. Ace though, his Ace guy trying to pick off someone, but you're talking about them having the level difference. The Joy is at level 5, the Xbox is at
Okay.
level 4, but wait a minute, first blood coming in. Floby picks it up as a Granger makes a very early rotation, but Dark though onto the level 4. Infernal Pursuit coming in for that. Riz will be falling down along with Neko's Queen. Mines would be the one as well. 1 for 2 score, trying to get in for 1 for 3, and Carmen with the perfect flicker at the right time. I really like how he is able to iframe that.
Yes, sir. I mean, I kind of loved how Dark sustained all of those damage and dealt a lot of damage. But then again, it will be Harrods taking down Carmen onto once again. I mean, first we saw a Floby taking down Lolita, which is the literal counter of the Granger. But then again, imagine being countered by your counter. But we can see the first turtle is up, and both of the teams are looking very strong onto that turtle position. But once again, none of the teams are starting okay for the
Neko's
airstrike team.
Queen.
Ah,
Neko's Queen with that range is just too much. But Ted 7 though getting zoned out pops up the Zaman force in defensively. I don't think that's a good decision.
because now he cannot sustain, like the lane will be gone in just few seconds. But I guess it's not possible for now. But then again, Chow going in.
Hey, there's a Numeran blast coming in along with a flicker from STRFK. FKR, but it's going to be a slow process for the side of Team Eternity Esports, given the fact that they have a scaling hero right from the mid game to the late game. They do have the Farsa with the early game, but okay, there comes the electrifying beast for this habit, who's trying to move left and right onto the Zaman force. But Bakshi would be start the Neko Squin perfectly on time with the Feather Airstrike delivering the damage so that Tet 7 will be picking up kills. But at the same time, bottom lane, two fighter strategy, two fighters are at the pot so that they will be giving up the tower. Now, Carmen cannot do anything. Them blocking those minions is just a good thing.
I mean, talking about Carmen though, it's really hard to pick up chunky heroes especially in the early game phase for a Kimmy. But then again, you have to give up for Team Jawhead though. Like they're really sustaining out a lot. Though their draft is not I mean their draft is strong, but then again it's kind of not working out with the synergy of them. So it's really just a matter of time we watch what is going to happen.
True, true. Both the teams, especially Team Jawhead, are not really interested for that. Okay, the deflection of bullets is definitely there from the shield. Zaman was dropped as well. Rizia would be the first one to fall down, along with Asap Kylie trying to deal damage onto the back lanes. But wait a minute, Dark jumps in, the lasting insanity, just few seconds away, few inches away. But no, they don't make the play.
So, and this time, Eternity Esports is kind of looking strong with a 1K goal lead. But then again, 1K goal lead is very rare. But look at Ace Spike, how he's just trying to clear out the minions, but will be spotted out by Dark. Okay, Dance of Joy coming in. But then again, he will be surviving, escaping that Farsa assault as well.
Situation, Joy knows he can actually pick off one member. Oh, wait a
Okay.
minute. It looks like Reese was still stealing up with the Newman and Blast, which is crazy coming in. They did, Joyhead did deliver a very good stun, especially on the Xbox, who's the jungler. But oh, wait a minute. They try to go in. There would be a infernal pursuit with a conceal from the side of Team Joyhead, making sure that the Chow will be getting the movement speed. But oh, Carmen with a perfect set coming in, just few sliver of HP left for himself. Dark would be moving, recalling back with sliver of HP.
I mean, to be honest, Lolita kind of counters those two gunners right there in Team Jawhead. But then again, once the shield is over, they're gonna strike back with a lot of damage. I mean, look at that. Like we just saw, like how Dar got melted by Carmen and Phoebe. So they really need to watch out for them. As in the top lane, we can see a fight going on.
Look at them trying to go in. Floby, though, he's still trying to get the Rhapsody in, but he has to move away from the feathered airstrike. But Rezia will be again the first one to fall down along with Mines. Interesting enough, Eternity Esports are taking control over the map for themselves.
So as for now, they're looking quite strong. I mean, they have a huge goal lead. Like the goal lead is nearly the same, but then again, it will be SCR, FKR will be defending against Floby and Carmen at the same time. Like with one shield, you're gonna defend two gunners, but then again, Feather Airstrike taking down Floby. Neko
Oh,
Spin is doing
Mines,
an
though!
absolute.
He's all alone. Look at him. He comes in with his ultimate, escaping that little bit of a movement speed. Just gets on his hands. But as of now, Team Jawhead are on the lower end of the goal. They have to get their gold up. They have to get their turrets in, but they're not able to, given the fact that there's just too much counters on the side of Team Eternity. As of now, Eternity with 10 kills, 24,000 gold. You're talking about 2k gold difference, but Rizia trying to give up a good set. Will be stunned out, will be interrupted. Ted 7 also jumps in, clearing those minions. Rizia still has the kick though. He's trying to make a play, but Dark moves away, making that infernal plays. Oh, wait a minute, Jawhead looking very, very low as of now. With the air strike, they have to move back. Numeron Blast coming in along with the flicker. Mines will be stand up. Joy tries to deal some damage, but Rizia would yet again be the first one to fall down, and yet again about lasting insanity, not hitting much. But oh, wait a minute, there's a lot of stuns coming in for this Joy, but Joy will be making a double kill, trying to go for a triple, but no, he cannot take a 1v1 against this Harith who has damage, but Carmen sneakily taken away the middle lane is just on their cards. The Lord, though, are they going to go for the Lord?
I love the fact how Carmen kind of used that mid lane taking down as a distraction for a team. Jawhead to secure the Lord, but then again, a fight going on in the mid lane.
The Mlbb with the sliver of HP. Wait a minute, what is just happening? Zaman Force did drop in, but that just forced Dead 7 to out of the Zaman Force. A Sky would be the one taking down the Lord for themselves. Jawhead winning up the trades, but at the same time, the turrets, though, it is into the hands of Team Jawhead. With 3 turrets already into their hands, they do have the control of the map. With the Lord, they will be having a little bit more.
Yes, sir. Talking about the goal lead, it's kind of 2K ahead. Team Jawhead are leading it, but then again, look at that Riz. Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to riz everyone from Eternity Esports and from India with that kick. I mean, he just saved Basha with just a slither of HP, like with that kick.
I know, right? Rizia trying to give up as much as sets
Okay.
possible, but okay, for the rest are coming in. Ted 7 will be rendered very, very low. Neko Queen trying to make a run for it, but will be taken down. There would be Mlbb with a trouble kill. Rhapsody hitting onto them back, but oh, ASAP would be the one taking a kill, making it 2 for 1. But the minions, though, minions are getting cut. The Lord's already in the Nexus.
I mean, Mlbb doesn't care about Lolita's shield. He's just spamming that Rhapsody and that Death Sonata onto that shield. But then again, talking about Ace Spike, like going into a 5-man team, dealing a lot of damage, opening a room for Mlbb to take down the kills with the Sky Piercer. That's really insane.
Oh, and on top of that, I really like how Neko's Queen really targets for Mlbb a lot, rendering him at the very back lanes. But as of now, Joy versus Harith, Harith would be the one with the higher end. Joy moving out with 25% of the HP, while Zaman Force actually just forcing them out of the way.
Okay.
Minions are dropping in, but Rizia already on to the Nexus. He knows he can make the play out.
I mean, I love the fact how Jawhead are making a comeback from the score being 9-3 to 12 under 10 and currently a 3K goal lead. That's quite insane for a team. Like with all those counters present in the other team, it's really insane. I'm talking about the build. Granger, that Sky Piercer, is getting stacked up, the 3 kills onto his name, and A Spike has nearly completed all the builds, like only one item left, or it's 2 items. But then again, we are talking about Phovius and like every tanky heroes from Eternity. They all have took radiant armor. The fear of Carmen's damage is real.
I agree once again with that. Kimmy pick is just working in their favors very, very well. I was talking about how Team Jawhead had the map control, which really shows it's just working out very well for them. Taking the control of the river area as well as the area nearby them. Oh, Rizia does get the stun, and it's just very easy for Dark to get the Infernal Pursue. But wait a minute, he's trying to get melted down. Flickers out of the harm's way as of now. Tet 7 clearing up those minions so that the minion pressure won't be there during the Lord, but mines will be busted down quickly with that feather airstrike. Lord on the contest, they have to get the Chow onto the battlefield. They have to wait for the Joy to make a play and will he be able to do it? Lasting Insanity already coming in. Joy would be taken out onto the backlines. You're talking about Mlbb onto their members trying to deal damage. Stark does gets a chase on Mlbb. He's all alone. He pops the flicker. He does get the Rhapsody in and into the airstrike will be falling down. That would be a double kill. Eternity Esports taking over the control once more, once again. Look at that.
I mean, the flow be going inside the five-man team was really insane. But then again, Team Eternity Esports are not really making any mistakes. The lot is being taken by them. But then again, Pasha is here.
Sir is back again for the race strike, still threatening them out of that way. But oh, let's see who takes the Eternity Esports with the retribution, thus take off mines as well. Carmen though trying to play onto the re-engage, given the fact that he knows they are low enough, he can actually make the play. Or does he have the Sky Piercer though? Can we look at the items? And yo, no, he did not go in for the Sky Piercer. Interesting choice. Yep. Why is it interesting? Zero deaths. You pick up a Sky Pierce, it's totally waste. And 14 minutes into the game, and if you don't have at least 50 stacks, it is pretty much useless. But as of now, it is just trying to hinder as much as possible the Lord moving in. You're talking about the level to Lord. They will be having an easy clearance out, but Neko's Queen still onto the action though. Okay, yo, Rija does get a kick onto this lasting insanity guy, but that's not it. Rizia would be first one to go down. 185. The flicker not working for him. The kicks also not working for him.
Yes, sir. I mean, the goal gap is equal. The scores are not equal. It's going to be 18 for Eternity Esports and 11 for Jawhead. But then again, Team Jawhead are, slightly lacking up. They are kind of making that mistakes. But look at that shield. Carmen is nearly dead.
True, mines though, mines. He just tried to get the damage in so that Dark won't be, coming in. Flowy with the Death Sonata thus gets it in, but this Lolita still delivering those shields. That is such a direct counter, which I really like. But mines
I
will be taken down. Double kill picked up by Ted7. This game's definitely looking good for the game number 3. Eternity Esports won't be going down so easily. Mid tower down. Looking forward for the second tier of turrets. Will they be able to get it in? Because the minions, though, it is the cannon minion which will be dying out very, very soon.
Yes, sir. I mean, talking about Flowbee Skypiercer, it's gonna be of no use now. I mean, it's only 20 stacks onto him. But then again, we are looking at Eternity Esports making a comeback with all those counter picks, and they're really shining out now because look at Granger being absolutely countered by Lolita as well as Carmen. Yes, sir, absolutely. 21 stacks onto that Sky Piercer. Then again, 21 stacks is quite a list, but not that list. I mean, it's still better than having 0 stacks onto the Sky Piercer.
At the same time, look at that. Eternity Esports. They want to take over the control. They do have it with the Lolita, though. Lolita being the prime suspect, right? And Echo Queen leaving away with that. Lethal, though. What a sneaky skills coming in. But Ace Sky is all ready for that Lord. They're not allowing the side of Team Eternity to move in, and they will be taking the Lord down. There's a concealed play coming in, but Dark, though, as well as Ted7, they are kind of isolated and slowed down by Carmen. And they won't be initiating the fight though. I don't believe. But oh, Kyle though, ASAP, he makes a lasting insanity play. He's tried to get the damage in, but Rizia once again would be the first one to fall down. Dark picking up the kill, but onto the back lanes. You're talking about Joy getting down as well. Zaman falls left and right. Mines loses his immortality, and yep, losing his life as well. The Lord is marching in. It's only Carmen as well as Floby against Team Eternity Esports 3-0. What a trade that Team Eternity Esports have picked up, but they are moving in, they're marching in. They just left, Ted7 to make the play. But wait a minute, for the air strike, Flowbeat gets a lot of a hit right there. But as of now, it's just a lot.
Yes, sir, the Lord is down as well. But talking about getting into the base when that Granger and, you know, Kimmy is alive, it's quite hard for Team Eternity Esports to come up with. But then again, talking about ASAP Kelly's move right there, like that last insanity on the five members was quite insane, luring them in even after taking the lot. Jaw had kind of thought that they could take down ASAP Kelly, but it was their loss, like three members for not even one member for eternity. That is quite good, the move.
That's true. Now, Team Authority Esports will almost equal out turrets as well. Six turrets onto the hands of Jawhead, five turrets into the hands of Team Authority Esports. Look at them. I feel like the 4v should have been banned. It is a problem just because Riz is not being able to pick up, do these sets. He's not able to move in because of the infernal pursuit. That is so much damage, and as well as for the joy as well.
Yes, so Riz is currently getting rizzed by that dark on the Phobius. I mean, you kind of give Phobius to a dark and the game over. Okay, but then again, Basha.
This is what I was talking about. Rizia would be once again taken down. Dark would be shut down this time. Mines also. But Joy doing a god's work. He knows he needs that turret though. So he went in for the sneaky, split push play, and he did get that 20 seconds left. Dark would be spawning in not another 10 seconds later than this lord, and Team Jawhead have the possibility, but Ted 7 makes a flick as someone force, and Ted will be busted down. Floby, what is this damage coming in?
My God, that damage was really insane coming in from Carmen and Phoebe. But then again, we are talking about a Spike. Though, like last game, he really
Oh,
showed out
wait.
in the.
Lolita loses the immortality, will be moving down. That would be the Xbox with no immortality trying to move it away. This is a lord. You're talking about the red aura lord K. What is it going to be? Will Zohead pick it up in a clean sweep?
I'm kind of thinking it that way, but then again, you can't forget Eternity Esports. The plays they're making are quite good, but then again, somehow they're lacking in that macro play. Like the team fight, they're not really doing it, but then again, okay.
The Echo Queen does get stunned out. Mines out of the back lanes. He's just making sure that the back laners will be taken down. Mines coming up with the revitalize, but it's not helping. In Ted 7 jumps in with the Zaman force. He's all alone. He will be taken out. Ace with another turrets into the mid lane. Look at him. He is able to burst out all the turrets for himself, just making sure that the flow of minions would be there. It's just the top lane remaining. In no time, it's going to go back. But as of now, Team Jawhead are lacking members, so they cannot push in with the Lord. 21 minutes into the game is definitely going intense.
Yes, sir. It's definitely really getting intense here. But then again, even after Team Jawhead having two marksmen, it will be a Spike who takes down all the turrets like that too sneakily as well.
I agree. But as of now, Lord will be bursted down. Team Eternity Esports still holding out onto the game so much that they are able to get their kills in. They are able to get that 7 farmed up, which is a good sign. But for how long? For how long you will be holding out? The minion pressure will be up. There's going to be just, the Joy trying to make a split push play. You have to keep someone onto the base, and you cannot leave the base open because two lanes are open. Any one of them can be in. But let's see what will happen. 46 seconds left for the lord, and this time around the minions also get bigger and stronger.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And Team Jawhead are currently prioritizing the objectives of the game right now. I mean, look at them. They're just like A Spike, he knows like he can't go into that 5-man team fight because there will be Dark will be waiting for him to use that Infernal Pursuit. But then again, he's kind of making those sneaky plays, which are being beneficial for Team Jawhead at this point, because all of the inhibitors are down except that one inhibitor onto the top. And then again, Lord is spawning back. The minions are luring into the base. Team Eternity Esports can't really contest for this Lord. And then again, zoning out coming from Team Jawhead with that Rizia and mines onto that Baksha, stopping down Nico Scream's Feather Air Strike. It's quite insane for macro play.
And Chain coming in. They are getting ready for the Lord Eternity Esports. They know what is the intense right here. They have to take the Lord and they have to make sure that they get it in. But Dark will be immobilized. He will tries to get the kick in, but he flickers out of the way. Neko's Queen once again in a good position. He just makes sure that he delivers that AOG. But you're talking about the dashes left and right. Someone was dropped as well. Mine's looking quite low. Immortality will be there, but he won't be there. But wait a minute. Neko's Queen as well as ASAP onto the mid lanes. ASAP very low would be taken out. Neko's Queen might be next, but Dark is lurking around. Two members off for one. The junglers off, so this means Jawhead can go in, but they don't have a tankiness. They don't have a member who will be soaking up the damage. So, yep, it's definitely problematic. But Carmen, though, Carmen onto the bot lane. I really like it how he's aware as well as Neko's Queen. But wait a minute, Floby comes in. There's a Saman Force and he will be shut down. Floby taken down, but he takes down Phobius with himself. But wait a minute, Ace, no, Ace will be busted down as well. All alone left would be Carmen, but there's a little bit of a timer. You're talking about 20 seconds left for the Chow as well as the Berkshire to jump in. Berkshire will be having that lane clearance, but they have to keep Carmen alive no matter what.
Yes, sir. I'm talking about Nicholas Cube. He can't really come to that lot in this moment. But then again, Carmen, we know the play he is making, like he is 0-1-11. But then again, the damage coming in from is insane. And you can't ignore the fact that there is a Lolita as well as with Ted 7. But we really have to watch out. But then again, Rizia is here to help him.
See if the retribution will be set in for them for the self or not. But Carmen, though, the poke coming in from Neko's Queen would be too much that he flickers out of the way. But wait a minute, Bakshia looking quite low will be bursted down. That is just a lot of damage. But the mid lane being quite open while Carmen moves back, that is just too much minion pressure for both the sides. This is what it's talking about. 25 minutes into the game, you will be expecting the minion pressure, and you have to keep someone, especially the marksman or the mage, who have the capability of taking down those minions. You're putting Dark, it's kind of useless given the fact that he will be dealing a little bit of damage rather than chunk damage, as in the Ted or Nenko's Queen can do. But the Lord in contest, so Joy is there. Joy is all ready for the defensive position, waiting to take down as much as possible. But Carmen, wait a minute, Nenko's Queen flying away to safety. Well, he does have the Faraday Strike, though, makes the Faraday Strike gameplay. Carmen looking quite low, but I think he will be healing up with the red buff. But Ace does picks up the Phobius on the way, kind of an easy lord for them. But at the same time, ASAP is there. ASAP is still working around the lord, making the lasting insanity play. Look at them, they're just trying to get the damage in, especially Phoebe. Rizia once again will be taken down. Ted 7 with the double kill, trying to go in for the triple, but now Phoebe thus gets the shutdown from this Lolita. Look at them, they have to go back. The minions are dropping in.
Yes, sir. Like the only problem for Eternity Esports is just gonna be these minions. They are just gonna be really annoying. As you said, Neko Scream or Ted 7 has to be there. But then again, Feather S-Tag coming in, dealing a lot of damage onto the Carmen, but he will be safe for now.
Yeah, this time around, he does have the immortality, so yep, he is safe.
Yes, sir. Just look at the minions though. Like they're gonna be the MVP of Team Jawhead.
I
They're
know.
really helping a lot.
Look at that, 27 minutes into the game, lasting insanity into the nexus of the team Jawhead. Will they be taken out or not? Fighting under enemy territory is not a way to go, but look at that. Mines loses his immortality. Carmen into the backlane, still trying to deal damage, but Mines will be taken down. The minions are coming in. The Lord still untouched. Both the teams are not interested for that.
Yes, sir. And once again, the minions are just pouring in into the bot lane, and Phovius, even Neko's Scream is lacking in damage. The minions are being the real game here. They're way too chunky, even more than Mines right there, because he is very chunky out of the Basha. But then again, minions are just outshining them. With this, another lot is up. It's 28 minutes into the game. It's really going insane. The goal lead is going to be 7K for now. and Team Eternity Esports with a 38 score to a 9 score for Team Jawhead. Once again in mid lane.
Flowey thus gets busted down. That would be the feather airstrike coming in for him. Shut down. 72 seconds death count. That is more than a minute. Team Jawhead have to take this load and to compensate for this the death they have onto their team. Or oh no, they lose the joy. The lord is still up. There is the death
Okay.
7 still dealing damage, but Carmen making the sneaky play. The Neko's Queen still picks it up. Let's see if they're able to get it or not. And no, Carmen is not able to get it. Oh, Federation coming in. The recall will be interrupted. What is going on? It's almost going in 30 minutes into the game. But you're talking about the had it as well as the Xbox at the top lane. Mines all alone. He's trying to get the minion out of the way, but he will be bursted down at that moment. Look at that. It is a win for Team Eternity Esports, pushing this game to game number 3.
Yes, sir. What a match. Absolutely fine. I mean, look at Team Eternity Esports making a comeback. I mean, they were just dominating it from the start, but then again, they fell off in the mid game, and then again, they come back with this win. I mean, completely overshadowing the first game. It was 30 minutes into the game, and it's quite interesting to watch as well. And talking about Ted 7 with that Granger, and now that Harriet, he is going to be the man of the match for the second.
Definitely the man of match who holded out the game so intensely. He made sure that his Zaman force would be at the safer position. Now, when he made that sure, so yup, the game's going to be win. Floby though, he did do as well, but his targets were kind of out of skew. But Rizia, that pick, the Chow pick really did not work for them, given the fact that there was a 4 vs, and when they took that 4 vs, the Harriet was all set in.
Yes, sir. I mean, definitely the Harriet was already set in, and they don't want to counter for the Harriet. And talking about Mines and Rizia, they both have the same score. Have you noticed it?
Oh my, what a game. 30 minutes. Are you kidding me, Kay? But let's take a short break. Let's make sure that the team will be taking a little bit of a breather, and we'll be right back. But again, don't forget to follow the Instagram page. Do join in the Discord as well. We'll see you in just few minutes.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out or you dead. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again into the match number 3 of this BO3 series. It is Team Jawhead from Indonesia and Team Eternity Esports from India, hosted by Moba 5v5 Esports India, and you're currently watching them in action. But then again, talking about the last 2 games, the fights were really insane. I mean, Team Jawhead takes the game number 1, and then Team Eternity Sports strikes back with one more point, and this will be the decider match for this evening, like who takes the throne of this weekly scrims. But then again, we're currently in the drafting phase. It's going to be Fanny being taken out along with that Kalia. I mean, you really know the Fanny being banned for all the 3 games. Like, both of the team knows, like, ASAP Kelly onto that Fanny is gonna be very interesting. But then again, it's not ASAP Kelly this time. It's gonna be Wachicha from game number one from Minerva Esports of MPLPH or something like that. But then again, moving on to the
MDLPH. Correct, correct. Yes, sir. You know, I am excited to see him back again onto the roster, but the joy pick. I think the joy is just not the pick for both the teams. First game, joy lost. Second game, joy lost. I think they should avoid that.
Joy. I mean, I guess that pick is gonna be unlucky, yeah, but then again, team, this time they banned Kimmy. Like Carmen was picking Kimmy from last two games, but then again, it's really interesting to see what he is gonna go this time. Which mid laner do you think he is gonna play? Okay,
Oh, yep. This is what I was talking about. Zushin is still open. I'm not sure why the teams were not prioritizing it, but this means that the other side can actually, they if they pick up a melee kind of a fighter, they can be countered very easily. And Carmen, his positioning really speaks a lot. His positioning is so good that he's able to, sneak out of the moment, try to get his push in very at the very moment. And yep, as I was expecting, Dark on that Badang. Now, if he makes that flicker play, trying to catch the Carmen of guard, then it's possible that the Badang works well. But if that's not the case, it won't be not a good pick. But watch it out though. He comes in with a Hayabusa this time. No joy, but in Hayabusa. But I do see a joy.
Aye. Okay, let's not consider Joy as the unlucky item for now. But then again, mine, I kind of knew that he's going to insta-lock Phobius when he saw that Badang onto the arc. We have seen that rivalry in the first game, Badang versus Phobius, and then again, it's in the third game, it will be the same, but then again, they left it 7 with that Harriet pick once again. What do you think what's going to happen?
Evan, what a game that he showed us, last game. It just really went bonkers for him. But yep, just to eliminate all the threats for the Ted, they are banning up the Moscow. Game number one, it just went in so well for the Moscow, slowly making those plays just so crazy. But yep, here we are into game number three. They will be making sure that the Harriet will be having a safe time, as well as making sure that the Hayabusa will be getting his snowball as well. Glue band once again won't be opened up. But what are we thinking about talking about the room picks, K?
I mean, like last time the Basha and Chow didn't work, the Lolita worked quite well, but then again, Lolita won't come up here, but we can definitely expect a high loss from both of the teams if he doesn't get banned, because as Gatot has got the ban. And then again, it's going to be Novaya, Novaya ban coming in from Team Jawhead. They did that same in the early game, like the game one and in a third game as well. But then again, like the draft is getting a lot more interesting as both of the teams now know which heroes are gonna be a menace for them. Like look at that Moskov ban coming in, completely stopping out Floby though. Okay, as expected, the Hylas is onto the play. The horse guy with the red carpet is going to lead the way for Eternity Esports, or it'll be the Infernal Pursuit coming in from Phobius, who is going to lead them to victory. We really have to watch out.
Definitely, I am curious to know now that they have paired it up with a Harriet, which is quite interesting. Why, you may ask me? The slowdown from the high loss is very, very much beneficial for this Harriet. If he's able to make the Zaman foot along with the glorious pathway, damn, we will be getting a very good, set coming in. But at the same time, Rizia, this time something along, not a single man pick off. They are going in for a AOE crowd control. Interesting pick. Bellering, no long time no see, but Floby though back again onto the grange. Both of them marksmen are on their own picks. They were not lacking last game, guys. They were fabulous. They were shining. They were taking down each other as if they were 1,000 years of enemies, sworn enemies. So, yep, this game around it's going to be as intense as the last game. This is going to be the draft in front of you guys. I am curious to know which team are you preferring? Which team are you guys have you see the advantage on?
Yes, I mean, the draft is kind of complete. But then again, people don't forget to like the stream, share the stream with their friends and family members, those who watch MLBB game. And then again, we are back into the match. Like, which team's draft are you preferring here, Pichi?
Oh, Team Eternity Esports just for their Hayabusa pick. Hayabusa can pick off, the first game we had that similar kind of a gameplay where Hayabusa was into the hands of A Sky and he was winning the 1v1. So, in the same manner, he can do it, but into the land of dawn. Here we go. Third match, the final match to set in. You're talking about how Jawhead are trying to win the game, but as same in the boat of Team Eternity Esports. Let's go, let's run it up.
Yes, sir. We are currently in the third game from the Battle of Three, and both of the teams have 1-1 score for now. I mean, the early game domination from Team Johar is kind of being seen right there, but then again, I kind of expected, like Badang onto that EXP position, but they know how Revolvius can counter Badang, so it's all gonna be on their own position. But right now, Riz, they're taking a lot of damage. Is he not aware about the surroundings?
Oh yes, he does have the revitalize to act it very very safely, but this time around, this is what I was talking about. How Barang is just getting poked out as soon as possible. So yeah, but, talking about the same, the top lane is quite very quiet, so there's Hayabusa to make some noise, but if Lobby knows that Ugi Shadow Killer is there, he just got that vision for Owachi Chao, so he's just going to play it safe. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Dark looking quite low. There's going to be, Ace Kai trying to move in, but no, he did not. Revitalize for Dark, so he will be safe. But top lane though, first blood. First blood, no, almost there, not yet. Floby survives in a sliver of HP.
Okay, talking about Floby's map presence, it's gonna be very good. Like he definitely knew when Hayabusa came in and went towards the minions so that Hayabusa can't use that Ogi Shadow kill. But then again, in the mid lane, Joy going in with the dance of Joy will be dealing a lot of damage, but won't be able to take down anyone. With this, the first turtle is up, and Team Johar are kind of looking strong under the turtle position. But then again, in the mid lane,
Let's see if they are able to take a first blood or not. Mines just trying to come in, but Rizia looking quite low. Will he be the first blood? No. The glorious pathway is there to slow them down. I believe it's a little bit of fast, but the first blood, Dark takes it up. Mines also onto the back lines, just jumps in. He also deals damage, but Hayabusa has to move away with the sliver of HP. Mines is on a chase, but Carmen though, I don't like that positioning. He is getting slowed down by the ring of punishment and moves away with that flicker right on point. But the Dark though, that ring of punishment slowing them down so much is there, but Dark survives in a sliver of HP. No way. Just one more shot, even one more basic attack could have worked.
oh my god, the sustain coming from Hylas is really crazy into the game, but we know Hylas can sustain a lot. And added that, they have that revitalize. I mean, Belleric has it, even Hylas has it, but I kind of think Hylas would be more beneficial because he has that movement speed, he can slow down the opponents, but then again, in the top lane, we can see it 1v1 between Ted.
Brang, look at that. What a set coming in, but Carmen picking them up one by one. Carmen thus gets a taste of the Uigi Shadow Kill, moves away with the Crimson Beacon, and the Hayabusa cannot do much. There's a Zask getting in the bad position. Neko's Queen will be taken out. Team Jawhead picking out the trades 1 for 0 for 1, which is looking good as of now.
Yes, definitely. The goal lead is kind of the same, but then again, Team Jawhead are kind of looking strong into the turtle position. I mean, look at Ace Spike, he's just taking his turtle. I mean, Dark is there to provide that vision, but there is no one who's going to coming in. But a retribution coming in from Watchchow is just the first game once again.
Once again, the retribution looking quite good, but Dark will be the first one to fall down in this, and equalizing the score 3-3.
Sir, I mean, talking about Wachicho, we saw that play thrice today, like two in the first game, and now in the third game, he really shines out on that retribution, you know. I mean, Isap Kelly is just as good of a jungler, like he did that X-Borg thingy, but then again, somehow Wachicho, just surpasses with the retribution.
I do agree with you, K, right there. The early game retributions are definitely into the hands of Hayabusa, but into the mid lane, Floby thus comes in with the early rotation to the mid lane so that they would be getting in a good set. Along with Ted 7, though, he's not alone, but Neko's Queen getting stunned up by this Yes, pops in the Dominator's Descent, making sure that he will be surviving. Yep, he did survive, but Floby, though, thus gets targeted by this Ted 7, who made a flicker play, but Floby at the back lanes, Carmen still picking them up one by one, trying to maintain the mana as well, unable to do so. I feel like the middle lane would be targeted down.
Yes, sir. They're completely gonna force down the mid lane. But then again, talking about Floby's flicker right there, okay, Floby is stunning them three.
That's true. That's true. Just look at them. They're just trying to play quite aggressively, making sure that they will be getting those trades. But the trades are actually into the hands of Team Eternity Esports. Look at them. The goal difference looking quite good. It's just few hundreds you're talking about, but they are all ready to protect the buff for this Hayabusa. I really like that.
I mean, both of the teams are really trying their best at this point. Then again, the second turtle is up. Will it be another turtle steal for Team Eternity Esports with Watch being the jungler? But then again, Feast Crack connecting onto two, taking
Yeah,
out
that
that kid.
Dark with the double kill. They're talking about a Ugi Shadow kill coming into the back lines. Hayabusa, though, not surviving. That would be the Joy who picks up the kill. Dark does gives a taste of the Ring of Punishment, but Ted 7 into the front lanes takes down the Phobius, picks up the turtle. Ace Sky would be shut down. That's a double kill for this Aerith.
I mean, hey, Spike, what are you doing, man? You're just lacking in that retribution. It's Dead 7 this time who stole the turtle. Two turtle being stolen from Team Eternity, sorry, from Team Jawhead by Eternity Esports. But then again, on the mid lane,
Oh, I do see something coming up. That would be a shutdown for Dark, who was taking kills on kills, 5 kills on an EXP lane. Crazy. There is a glorious pathway, but it's just there to invite them. But Team Eternity Esports are just just playing around.
like, yeah, I mean, at this point, both of the teams are really looking strong. The goal gap is just 1K, but then again, Eternity Esports are really doing their thing, like they're just going in. But in the top lane, I can see a 1v1 between the junglers.
Oh
Okay.
no, we did not see that. Oh, Achichao, it's okay. It happens.
Yes, sir. I love the fact. Okay. And then
Oh,
again,
there's a yep, the fight coming in. The Wrath of Dryad is there trying to stun them up. They are out of the AoE area, but Wachita does not have the ult. A Sky doesn't have the ult as well, so both of them are just moving backwards. On to the other hand, you're talking about Zask with that chip damage. Now, that little bit of a poke damage from this, and plus 20 gold from the little spawn is just too much, especially into the hands of Ranger. No way.
yeah, I mean, like I kind of am thinking like both of the junglers, they're like too good into that, the objective gameplay. Like both of the junglers were there in top lane, and like talking about the first game as well, Wachicha was on that joy, and Ace Sky was onto that Hayabusa. It's the same rivalry, just the heroes interchanged. And I remember Ace Sky taking down Joy on Wachicha.
That's true. Rather coming in, two men taunted as well as the Sask as well into the back lane. Swachita would be taken out. That would be the joy for you. Still dealing damage from that, but Rizia would be taken down by Ted 7. This is what I was talking about, the limitation of movements from that Chao Barang's wall. That is too much to take in, but at the same time, Team Jawhead are the ones who are still trying to wait it up. The Lord is up. You're talking about 8 minutes, 9 minutes into the game, and Floby is there dealing damage. It is a full on wipeout.
This game reminds me of the first game Moscow wanted that Proby. Like he is currently in the flow state. The flicker being used out to take down Zask was the right move for Team Jawhead. But I mean, look at him. He's just so fine at those plays, no?
I agree. Look at them, Lord, going down into the hands of Team Jawhead. They are not moving around, slowly as compared to the game number one. They want to take sure to take the control as much as possible, which is interesting to see though. But at the same time, look at them. There's a top a little bit of a wrath of Dryad coming in. They will be getting taunted so much that it would be a Lord into the hands of Joy. Team Joy picks up the Lord, but at the same time, Dominator's Descent is there into the back lines. You're talking about the mines jumping with the Infernal Pursuit, but what a set coming in. Four men getting caught. It would be the mines as well as Rizia falling down. Ted 7 with absolute bonker gameplay, looking quite low, but will be shut down. That would be the joy for you. The mobility is just so unmatched that the Harith is unable to do anything. The minions are pushing in. Four men down, Barang all alone. What is he going to do? There is the holy passive though. They can save it up.
I mean, look at Sloby completely spamming down under that rape story, and the dead sonata, they're getting a lot of damage. But then again, I kind of think that last pick was a bit of bad pick, not gonna lie. Because Neko Scream onto the score like 0, 3, and 12 is really bad. Like he's dealing a lot of damage, but he doesn't have that sustain. Like even when in the Dominator's Descendant form, he's just gonna get taken out. Like the damage coming from Team Joy is quite insane. Asip Sky with a Joy, and you know who I'm talking about, Carmen and Floby.
Yes, let's see if they are able to get the Lord in tier 2 turrets are still standing up, which is definitely a problem. They have to eliminate it before they can get the Lord inside the Nexus. Look at that. Joy already onto that, but there's a little bit of a chip damage from the Death Sonatas coming in as well.
Yes, the damage coming in is actually really insane from Floby. But then again, into the bot lane, there's a fight going on. The Lord has been taken down. It will be Team Jawhead who's going to be leading the fight. But look at Team Eternity Esports Wachi Chow. He is currently fixated onto the jungler Asep Sky. He wants that revenge back, the 1v1 that he had.
I do agree with you. Raman Force dropped along with the glorious path. This is what I was talking about. The Rizia would be taken out, but Ted 7 will be shut down as well. 4 members down, not 3, but the fifth members getting hunted down. That would be the Jawhead, the Badang. You're talking about the tank Badang who is still surviving. Floby with the sliver of HP. Will he be able to moving in? Yep, he makes the flicker play, but he's not able to get the kill. Joy onto the top lanes, but Floby though, what a kill coming in, and he just wants to move away before Neko's Queen pops in. The shutdown will be there.
Floby, I don't even have any words for you. Like the mad gameplay that they're flickering in inside the enemy base when the inhibitor is still on and taking down 3 to 4 members. What is that, dude?
No, it just happened. They have no intention to end as of now, but the Lord is here. We're talking about the second Lord, level 2 Lord. Let's see if his team Eternity Esports picking it up or not, given the fact that they are in deep trouble with the less amount of turrets. On the same note, the shutdown from the Granger going, transferring, but wait a minute, Pratap Rad coming in for this Barang will be taken down. That would be the comment for you. And this is a 5v4 situation. Joher with the upper hand. Look at them still trying to push it in. Dark will be picked up by the Crimson Flare as much as possible. Floby with the shutdown picks up the red buff as well. But wait a minute, he's just dealing Rhapsody damage. Comes in with the flicker, but no, they will be back at the base to heal up. No minions in. That means they have to move backwards.
I am not thinking that Team Eternity Esports is going to survive the second Lord Stampede. I mean, look at the damage. Team Jawhead is dealing a lot of damage. Floby is really insane onto that Granger 10 1 and 4 KDA, and Mines completely zoning out. Racia dealing the CC effect and the threatening effect. And then again, we're going to talk about Hayabusa Peachy. This time, Joy is winning. Well, how are you feeling?
Oh, the Joy is winning, though. I think I jinxed that.
Yes, sir. I'm definitely looking at the itemization. I'm kind of thinking Granger has those 80 stacks. Okay, he sold his boots. It's gonna be, you know.
He
Okay.
needs to do that. He, as of now, talking about the itemizations, I really like how the Zushin did not went in for a full Clock of Destiny, but it's just the Elegant Gem. But the Tet 7 drops in. The Zaman 4 is trying to deal damage. Rise with the Wrath of Dryad as well. Just a little bit of an engage. Dark would be rendered very low, but the Barang though picked up and tossed around. The Lord marching in. Top lane, it's all open. Mines taking too much damage from the turret will be shut down. Onto the other hand, Team Eternity Esports made sure that the Lord would be not marching in, but that would be the Joy comes in with the electrifying beats, trying to take down the Barang, but unable to do so. That would be the Barang going down into the hands of Jawhead.
Ruby.
The Granger, but the Granger makes a flick up play, taking a little bit of a damage from the turret and would be falling down. Three members down, fourth member looking quite low. The Shadow Dust comes in very quickly for this Wachichao. Look at them. They are trying to push it down as much as possible. Is it possible to end though? There is a Joy who can push out the minions out of the way, but wait a minute, Joy is not going in for that.
I guess Joy has some other plans. He's gonna go for the kill onto that Zask or onto that Harith, because Phobius is right there. Minds, you know how much of a defender he can be against that Harith. But man, Floby, you shouldn't make mistakes like this in the late game phase. Do not flicker into that turret.
I know, right? They will manage to take down the inhibitors. The Lord was in, but losing members one by one, and slowly giving away those gold as well. The bounty onto him is really, really a lot. They did lose a little bit of a damage. Now, once again, this game is all dictated by the EXP laner. Now that the EXP laner went in like first and died out, the game just turned. Minds
Yes,
as well as
yes,
Dark.
sir.
Come on, man. You guys know what to do.
I
Let's see,
mean,
let's see that kind of a gameplay.
Watch each other completely luring minds into the base was the play right there for Team Eternity Esports that carried them through this Lord Stampede. But then again, Team Jawhead is not looking weak. They're looking strong. The second Lord is up in 5 seconds, and Floby, Carmen, and Riz are currently providing vision for the entire team while Joy clears out the minions from the top. But then again, a fight has been broken out in the mid. Okay, Hayabusa.
True, that's true. Now the shadow will be there, providing a little bit of a damage. But Dark, though, he
Uh,
does get a taste of the Wrath of Dryad as well as the Glorious Pathway, making sure that he gets the movement speed to run back. Yep, he did survive though, but Floby still waiting to deal as much as damage as possible. They want to take them the Lord. You're talking about the 18th minute to Lord. Oh, they're not going in for the 18th minute though.
So just taking out, that's a lack of micro play, like I would say. But then again, they know what they can do. They can just end with this 70-minute Lord. Haogi Shadow Kill, ASIP Sky secures that retribution. Lord onto Team Jawhead. The fight still goes on though.
Oh no, Jawhead does picks up the Floby looking quite low. The Darks also jumps in with the Ring of Punishment. There is a immortality for the Granger, but no, Ted Seven jumps in at the right moment. Two members are down. The Lord's marching in.
PC.
Oh, wait a minute, Dark will be punished though. Joy takes in the double kill. It's only three members left, but the Lord, though, I don't think they can push it in.
I mean, I kind of love the fact how the 0 for 2 trade just turned out a 2 for 2 with Asip Sky jumping in, taking down both of the kills onto the Dark and Ted 7. Ted 7. I mean, the damage coming in from his is insane, but then again, Mines is just there, like Harriet can't really commit to those plays. Okay, Asip Sky.
He will be Washida would be shutting down the Joy. That means they won't be having the front laner threat, but at the same time it's Carmen still left. The Lord trying to push it in, but they're not letting it, which is a plus sign for the side of Team Eternity Esports that they want to fight out much more. But I look at them now that they are just trying to get the minions in. It's just impossible. Pretty much all the members have picked up the immortality. Most of the members have it in cooldown. So I think the Winter Crown might be a good option as well. But Badang, absolute monster though. His sets are really working out, but as of now, there's a Crimson,
Okay.
flare coming in, but the Rattle Dryad too early though. That's too onto the tank and the EXP. I'm not liking it, but the Glorious Pathway yet once again with the Revitalize, making sure Dark will be surviving. But wait a minute, Ted 7 though. Oh, mines onto the back lanes. Ted 7 will be shutting them down, but watches out, but runs in with the Wiki Shadow kill, doesn't get a kill, but they lost their EXP Lena, the most crucial member once again.
BG, like all the inhibitors from Eternity are down now. The minions are just pouring in, and the biggest problem for Eternity Esports is gonna be the minions, because they don't even have a proper minion clearer. Who's gonna clear the minions for them? Last time, Team Jawhead had their, you know, like, sorry, last time Team Eternity Esports had their Farsa at least to deal a lot of damage, but I kind of don't think, except Harith, nobody is gonna be able to clear those chunky minions for them.
I do agree with you right here. Neko's queen can distract it, but the spawn's going to just die out at the same moment. You're talking about the 20-25 minutes lot, but as we are into the 21 minute of the game, Flowbee still getting a taste of the vengeance as well coming in. But look at them, they are still dealing damage. There is a Zaman force there, but wait a minute, Carmen will be the first one to falling down. Team Jawhead are looking quite low. This
Phase
means,
2.
oh, Joy is just moving in, but wait a minute. They're trying to recall. Will they be able to get it on time? Yep, the Hayabusa thus comes in on time, but the minions are all cleared up. There's no Uiki Shadow kill for this Joy. The base is getting attacked. Two cannon minions. The minions are just chopping in left and right. Minions cleared, but no, Joy did not get it on time, but loses the immortality on the way. The teams are trying to push it in, but no, it is not an end. What an attempt coming in from the side of Team Jawhead.
Okay, Asip Sky onto that objective priority. He would have taken down that base only if Wachichao didn't had that Ogi Shadow kill in the perfect timing. But then again, Lord is up, guys. It's Eternity Esports looking for a free Lord right there. But then again, look at Floby.
Chicha, what a man though. He did make sure that the base will be surviving and taking down the retribution as well. They are pushing down as much as possible, trying to take down mines. But no, that won't be the case. Mines though, yeah, will be shut down. Godlike picked up by Wachita. Damn, what a play coming in from him. He is just crazy as of now.
You know what? I kind of thought Floby with that Death Sonata got that loud right there, but it will be Wachicha who's going to be securing it. Neko Scream has bought the Frozen, the Winter Trenchant. Like, he's going to be making some insane plays because we know how he does it onto that mage. But then again, Lord is marching down the mid lane. Team Eternity Esports currently making a comeback. The score is 34-26. Currently 23 minutes into the game, the goal lead is up to Eternity Esports. That's going to be a 7K. But then again, onto the mid lane.
See if the Lord, if Team Eternity Esports are trying to get the end in or not. They do have a potential with the Hayabusa, because Wachita does have the ultimate onto him. If he's able to take Flurry down, yeah, Flurry will be stunned out. Flicker is out of the position, but you're talking about Riz would be going down first. The Lord is marking down the base onto the back lines. Dominator's descent is there. Flurry trying to take down the Lord as much as possible, but this minion spawn has targeted down the base, and Team Eternity Esports will be crowned as the victors.
What a match it was coming from both of the teams. Both of the teams really tried their best. Jawhead into that early to mid game phase, and Team Eternity Esports just with a bit of mistake, and Team Jawhead overcommitting into things gave their pathway for Team Eternity Esports to climb back to that victory. It's going to be a 2-1 score with Team Eternity Esports being victorious. And surprisingly, it's going to be Nico Scream onto that MVP. What do you think about that?
Get coming in, both the teams really pushed it out so well. The minion management was there. The teams were just making sure that they won't be losing out, but this is Mobile Legends 5v5. Only one can sit at the throne, and today it was Team Eternity Esports with Wachitao. Okay, let's go India.
Yes, sir. Let's go, India. We have a winner, Team Eternity Esports from India in this BO3 Weekend Scream hosted by Moba 5v5 Esports India. Team Johan, you really showed us your gameplay. That was really good. Indonesia, these people are just too good, man. They just lagged a bit of, the overcommitment was quite there, but then again, they really tried their best and giving us the spectacular 30-minute match and a 23-minute match. That is insane.
Challenge was so worth it that I really enjoyed the game, and I hope you guys also did the same. But this was it for this game. Don't worry, we will be back with more countries and more teams. So stay tuned. If you want to get the updates, do follow the Instagram page. Do come in the Discord. There's a lot of updates going on. And also don't forget to subscribe to Justin's channel. Thank you, Justin, for streaming and hosting as well. And especially to the MOBA 5v5 esports people as well. They have done a good job on hosting this, something refreshing amidst a lot of tournaments going on. So yep, we'll be seeing you guys on to the next.